KJ joins me now on the show to have his say on this, mate. What did you make of that?
He's a bottler. He bottled it. He literally bottled it, fumbled it, dropped it. I said previously, I don't really care if we go out of the Champions League because I don't believe we'll win it, and I think we're just wasting time further along in the competition anyway, just to get embarrassed anyway. So it's not going through that I'm annoyed about. It's the manner of the way it's been done. If we're gonna lose, let them be better than us. If we're gonna lose, let them be better. Let everyone play to what they can do, and someone's just better than us. Cool. But when the one guy that you're supposed to rely on to make sure that ball does not go into the back of the net, just throws it in for them, what's the point? What is the point? At that point, we are playing with 10 men and they're playing with 12. The first goal, where are you going, my friend? The ball didn't even lift. It didn't even go a mad height for him to preempt that. Just stand. If he stood still, he catches that in his hands. The second one, people blaming Martial. If Martial tries to head that and it skews into the net, they say Martial leave it for Onana because you're standing there.
Yeah.
And now look, Martial did the right thing. He let it go. And why is my goalkeeper using his wrists to try and stop the ball going in the net when you can?
Do you know what it is for me? Sorry, go on, mate. The thing is, the first one from Onana, this is what I'd say about it. I understand him stepping, but why has he set his wall up so badly? You've got two men in the wall. It's the goalie's responsibility to set his wall up. It isn't the outfield players. You just stick two players behind them, and then if they move and spread, it hits them. He got his wall wrong, steps to the side. I've never seen a mistake as bad as the second one in my entire life. It's the worst goalkeeper mistake I've witnessed from a top-level goalkeeper. I'm not talking about Sunday League or like lower-level football. Just catch the fucking ball. Just catch it. And I've said it earlier, and I stand by it, KJ. I think we should sell Onana tonight. I don't care to who. You put a pre-contract done, sell him. Move him on. He should never wear a Man United shirt again after tonight, in my opinion. Staffy's with us as well. We're starting off on the Onana mistakes. I know you've been someone like me, bruv, that's backed him, but surely tonight it's unforgivable.
I mean, he single-handedly knocked us out of the Champions League. Let's be very honest. I can sit here and talk about everything else, about what's not good enough and all that, but let's put that to the side for now. Him single-handedly eliminated us from the Champions League. We have the third most goals in the competition. If I told you in isolation, look, you're laughing. You're laughing, but it's a true stat. If I told you you have the third most goals in Europe, you're going to be like, you know what, we're a decent team. But then I follow up and saying, by the way, Terry, we have a -2 goal difference. You're going to laugh.
We've only won one game with those goals as well.
We scored, so we scored 3 goals away at Bayern Munich, 2 goals at home against Galatasaray, 1 against Copenhagen at home, 3 away at Copenhagen, and 3 again tonight. If you just told people we're scoring 3 away at Bayern Munich, 2 at home against Galatasaray, 3 away against Copenhagen, 3 away against Galatasaray, people would predict at least 3 or 4 wins out of those games. Easy.
You would have thought I'm talking about being head-to-head with Bayern right now, who's getting first place. But then when you look at the goals we conceded 4 against Bayern, 4 against Copenhagen, 3 against Galatasaray at home, 1 clean sheet where Onana made the penalty save, and then 3 again today. Listen, first of all, Hakim Ziyech, you can fuck off because you've been a reject for so long, and today this guy looked like prime Ronaldinho. Every time this guy was on a free kick, I just thought we were going to concede. And when that second one came in, I got so angry when Bruno fouled him because I was like, if we concede again from the same angle from what's his name, Ziyech, I'm gonna be angry. And it is the same exact thing.
Let's stop this here. Those free kicks were ass. They were terrible free kicks.
They
were terrible free kicks.
Let me get to that. Don't worry. I'm not going to defend them. I'm just angry that we were even conceding them. Yeah. It's the same exact fucking free kick. The first one, he doesn't set his wall correct, and he steps early. I'm like, you know what? It happens. I've seen goalkeepers do that every time. But bro, for fuck's sake, bro, how you not keeping that second one out? There's no excuse to not keeping that second one out. I understand. Listen, we've seen over the years when a ball gets whipped in an in swing and it goes to the far post, goalkeepers sometimes misjudge it because they think someone's gonna head it. No one heads it. It goes to the far post. But this one wasn't even in the far post. It was down the middle. How are you getting a touch on it and it still goes in, bro? This guy single-handedly eliminated us from the Champions League. And listen, this is why I'm pissed, because I defended him so much, and I said it was a confidence thing. And he proved it the last few games because he was making very good saves, and he got like, what, 3 clean sheets? I was like, you know what? He's finally getting his confidence back. But, bro, I don't care if you're going to give me 3 good games in a row, and then you go when the game matters, in a big game, big away night in Turkey or in Germany or in Copenhagen or wherever the fuck we're playing, and you make mistakes again. You can't keep making these mistakes. These mistakes are much more costly than anything he's given us. That penalty save that he gave us the 3 points for against Copenhagen, now that's going to be forgotten because it didn't lead on to anything. He had 7 errors leading to goals. 7.
It's ridiculous.
In 5 games, you're averaging more than 1 mistake a game that leads to a goal. That's insane, bro. That is absolutely insane.
And you know
this
what,
man,
yeah?
1 second. I'm sorry, KJ, 1 second.
Go on.
This manager right now, because I defended him and his signing because I said, you know what? Even though he's not so great with his hands, there's a certain style of play that he's trying to play. And today wasn't it again. We're conceding chances again. We conceded 22 against Everton. I said today we're not going to get away with the same amount of chances we give up against Everton because this goalkeeper is not built to just concede chances like that. And today we showed it. This manager, hand on heart, can fuck off and he can take Onana with him. Because I heard Onana's going to AFCON, and I'm going to steal this one from Neeks because he said that. He said he's going to Cameroon for AFCON and don't come back. Bro, go support Cameroon in the AFCON. I hope you have a good tournament and don't come back. We don't want you back, bro. Because what you did today, you put us all in the fucking mud. Anyone who did what I did and supported him and said he was a good goalkeeper and he just lacked confidence, today you just dunked on all of us.
I need to chat about talking about Ten Hag. Yeah, let's just chat about my man today because today I don't think he did anything wrong per se. I think the subs were good. I think the game plan was fine. But what I want to highlight is this summer's transfers, besides Rasmus, what have we spent money on? Mason Mount is not even fit and barely plays. Onana's making mistakes and costing us games. And Amrabat, someone said he bust the game today. He was average today. And he's barely been playing games as well. So what did we do this summer? What was the point of this summer? Because his signings don't even play.
Do you know what this comes down to? And I think there's a lot of managers that would fit into this category if they didn't have good directors of football around them. It's a different job. Managers aren't managers in 2023. They're coaches. We let him again. I got hoodwinks. I've been hoodwinks. I'm partly accountable as a fan that just sat back and went, yeah, cool, fine. We shouldn't be letting managers pick players. We should be letting the club pick players because they know more than we do as fans. And let's just have it right as an example. I trusted him too much. You're absolutely right. I didn't think. I thought Amrabat was doing all right. I would have left him on, by the way, and brought Amrabat and brought Kobe next to him because I think it would have given us more solidity. But I do get what you're saying in terms of tonight. Like, I'm not overly angry with Ten Hag because I look at the performance and I want to get your opinions on this, boys. Like Garnacho, like the goal was great. Bruno's goal was great. We weren't holding on to the ball, but did any of us expect us with that team to hold lots of possession? With McTominay and Bruno in the middle, we're not expecting that. But I felt that we were in control. We went 3-1 up the whole of that second half until that mad free kick. We were in control. I didn't feel threatened by them. I mean it. I genuinely was like, I was sitting there. My mate Phil was around. We had a Guinness. And I'm sitting there relaxed. I'm like, we're 3-1 up. We got this.
Terry, 3-1 up and we still concede, bro. But here's the thing. We were conceding a lot of chances. We conceded. Yes, I understand the free kicks we conceded were stupid, but they still had a lot of chances. They were peppering us. And here's the issue. Why is this the game plan? This is not the style of football that we should be playing. Granted, we were 3-1 up. And this, let's be very honest, this was counterattacking football today. And fair enough, we did it well. I don't care how we win. I just wanted to win. But where's the game management from being 2-0 up and then being 3-1 up? That's the same thing that happened against Copenhagen. And I said, you know what? The red card done us dirty. And we spoke about that, but we were like, you know what? If we were in down to 10 men, maybe we would have seen this game out. It's the same thing again. We're up 2-0. We score what? Bruno scores his second goal, what, in the first 20 minutes? So we're up comfortably. Okay, we go into halftime 2-1. I'm like, you know what? This is good enough because now we can come out with the second half and see a style of play for the second half where we don't concede a lot of chances. I kept saying play a double pivot, and I knew he was going to take out Amrabat because he's been doing this all season. He takes out his 6 every game at halftime or a little bit after halftime. He's been doing it all season. Go back and see who started for us in the 6 in all the games, and he keeps doing that. He brings in Maino, and I'm like, listen, I'm happy Maino came on. I knew if he's going to bring on Martial, he needs to bring Maino because you're totally switching the way you're playing right now. You're going to try to hold the ball. But keep Amrabat. McTominay does not hold the ball. Every time Maino needed help, go back, wallahi, back and watch all the highlights. He had nothing, bro.
There was one in on the left-hand side where he had 3 men.
He had 4 on him. Remember that one?
He had 4 men. And because he's Maino and he's actually good, he got out of that. If that was McTominay, if that's Bruno,
there was a moment. You're absolutely right. There was a moment. I don't remember what minute it was in. Let's just say about the 75th minute, where Mainu had 2 players around him. He dropped a shoulder, twisted move, passed it to McTominay, who had 2 players around him, tackle within a few seconds. And I'm not having a go at McTominay. I know what McTominay is. But you know what I said earlier? I didn't really think the manager got much wrong. I said when I calmed down, I'd start to see things. And just before you came on, I would have kept Amrabat on, brought on Kobe, and then slowed the game down. And then what you do is you keep Bruno as close to Martial as you can, and then we counter-attack them as they open up. And we would have scored more goals. I think from an attacking point of view, I was fairly satisfied with what we did today. I even thought Anthony, for Anthony's levels, and that's the one thing I would say. I think that's the mistake from the manager today, is that substitution, and then the style of play and the management. Onana's mistakes obviously cost us. But you know the bit that's really gutting, that's wrenching me, is that it's like, this was a night tonight you don't have to be a Bruno fan, as an example. You don't have to be a Garnacho fan. But this should have been a night where you got to say that was one of those performances that can live long on in the memory, because it was a very good from him and what he does. Created, scored a great goal. Yes, he gave some free kicks away. I actually felt we had to give that first free kick away because they were going to break into the box anyway. They shouldn't have scored from the free kick. If that free kick was collected like it should have been by the goalie, it would have been a good foul to give away. And I think for me, it's so many times this season, I feel like we've had a good game, and then either the manager makes a bad decision or a player makes a mistake, and we end up losing the game, or it ends up being a bad result. And I'm just so frustrated with it. And I do agree with you. I'm still Ten Hag out. I'm now Onana out. And for me, if they both got sacked tonight and had their contract rips up, I wouldn't care less. I'm not blaming tonight massively on the manager, but there's been so many games like that, like this year. You can't not look at